Hello， 大家好，歡迎大家收睇衰鬼聯盟嘅 Partymoment， 我係蘇蘇，
我係六仔。
咁今日翻到嚟 SCP 啊，基金會呢個組織啊，上次咧就玩到去 SCP-701啊，去嗰個話劇復仇啊，係咪？你記得玩咗啲咩啊？
咩啊？咪嗰場歌舞劇
翻嚟先，
啲惡鳩
話劇啊，跟住咧，我哋而家咧就應該係卡住咗，
睇多啲莎士比亞。
哦，佢叫你點選拉扯落去啊，係咪啊？
你識玩咩？如果咁撚咩人識玩？
喂，佢呢個講乜鳩？其實我唔係好知啊。後錄製晒就得啦，係啦，錄製晒就得啦。咁而家冇入冇啊？而家我做 freelance，而家可以應該冇嘢做咧，就可以休息下啦。佢叫我係咪啊？我出完一次入冇，佢唔會叫我即刻翻工，翻第二份咁衰啩？喂，呢個咩啊 ？TACO 係咩啊？咩支嘢啊？
卡酷之嘢。
咩叫卡酷支嘢啊？
你成日去玩嗰啲啊？
哦，你成日去啊？用人嚟收納呢個異常物啊工具。佢話佢見過好多外勤特工喎。話你廢佬喎你，你有冇收納埋你啊？
我中咗啦，已經你唔知。
中咗啦。
係中咗啦。
要收納埋你啊？
我好翻嘅啦。
佢諗住 SCP 嚟捉你咯。
係啊 ，SCP 捉肺炎嘛，捉緊一半個香港。
係啊。
即係點啊？依家係
繼續傾偈咯。你唔知係咁嘅咩？係個節奏係咁噶嘛。我而家同我去酒吧食飯飲嘢喎。
你食墨西哥嘢。
佢而家同啲同事咁 friend 嘅點解佢？甜甜圈之嘢都得喎。但係其實我唔係好想去喎。為咗慶祝我完成第一份嘅檔案啊，同事咧同我搞咗個小型嘅 party。我有啲中意呢班人啊，中意上呢一度，飲得太多。我而家夢見呢自己喺一個奇怪嘅山洞度迷路。哇，睇嚟佢都有少少異常喎。佢會唔會黐咗線喺度做咩？跟住飲咗呢個濃烈嘅咖啡啊！應該第二日嚟嘅喎，應該係。咁會遇到啲咩事呢？唔知佢第二日。
喂，後日有白胡子喎，明星戰喎。
又講埋啲咁嘅嘢，專心啲，專心啲拍片，檔案睇下先。SCP-660啊，有冇尊重過佢啊？調查呢個檔案先。
我呢有子宮，土子宮。喂，有你個 friend 個子宮點解？
有子宮喎？點解同？
佢係一個土子宮喎。點解咁
啊？跟住呢，唔係我660A 喎，佢有好多喺屍體左邊呢，取下皮膚捐獻者，睇嚟又係嗰啲奇異生物嚟㗎。隻
game 好似會根據玩嘅人身邊嘅事物嚟攞嚟做例子。
好似全部都係隻腳出事喎，一隻手出事喎，總之會幫佢截肢喎，非常嚴重喎。佢睇嚟佢話。
佢寫截肢咩？
嚴重啊！
佢冇寫截肢啊。
有啊，你話截肢啊，截肢啲 friend 嚟噶。
你 highlight 出嚟睇下。
highlight 唔到啊，你睇唔到。嗱，叫啦，
根本就唔撚係寫截肢。
外傷性截肢而失去的左手臂嘅下嘅小臂啊，提交先。我唔使去睇第二隻啊，而家仲有禁止喎。
咁啊，提交有冇咯？
係啊。
喂，
咁 hea 嘅。
有啲鳩喎。
係咯，呢隻 game 有啲 hea 喎，而家後嚟。鑄劍師啊，係一個林園度有咩啊？
咁快啲去啲。
讀下啊，大佬！啲觀眾可能想知 SCP-143發生咩事噶嘛 ？SCP-143呢就係好似一個鑄劍廠嚟嘅，佢呢就會令到唔好去觸摸呢個 SCP-143啊！如果未穿着呢個合適嘅防護裝備。更加唔應該停留喺佢哋嘅下邊，加上如果143開始落花時呢，係唔可以任何人進入呢個收納區域啊！睇嚟佢啲花有毒噶，係啊，有啲花。
潘朵拉啊！
潘朵拉，你又知嘅植物嚟噶 SCP-143係會自行繁殖啊！
潘朵拉都係植物。
佢嘅花瓣呢係會。質地好似光滑嘅玻璃啊！你諗下，如果你花瓣跌落嚟，全部都係玻璃， 跟住咧佢跌落嚟嗰時咧，好似剃刀咁樣啊，直接可以片碎一個人啊，幾勁啊！聽到都覺得屈機啊！如果有啲咁嘅花瓣都幾嚇人。
我哋快啲入正題。
我都想啊，但係佢未叫我入正題啊嘛。跟住 SCP 呢，就係一個古老嘅生物啦，喺度唔講啦，直接提交啦。呢個第二個啦，呢個 SCP-261啊，哇！睇嚟佢真係冇乜 budget 喎，而家去到呢個位。SCP-261呢，
帶有紅色底線嘅文本喎。
佢而家呢，好似係 SCP-6，欣欣杯喎，你有冇食過啊？細個成日食嘅喎，冇食過欣欣杯咩你？
你食過欣欣咩？
我食過欣欣杯啊！暗面可樂，哇咁特別嘅啲嘢飲，低熱量鬼魂，唔知乜鬼嘢嚟啲全部。
你提交晒佢就可以快啲去有畫面嘅地方。
人哋讀下啊嘛，俾人哋。咁都想聽下
我作為依家睇緊你嘅觀眾，我都覺得好撚悶。
最低工資啊！人哋冇最低工資啊！直接可以好友啦。3.55分 ，high tea 啊 high tea 啊！啲人要休息下。
3.5分收工。
收工嘅咩？你3.55分收工啊？你翻咩工㗎？咁快收工？
做
康間都唔掂啦嘛！伙伴們，我哋係咪漏咗一個人啊？係咪漏咗你啊？
你係叫卡爾啊？
我係叫卡爾啊！你唔使懷疑我。每月講座，睇嚟要去參加每月講座。個知名人士啊，講一啲 SCP 嘅經驗同埋知識啊，喺基金會非常之有人氣。好，我哋一齊參加。
喂，啲 yen 唱翻港紙未？
未啊！而家又高咗咩？又要進入培訓。
而家 keep 住跌緊落去，5.4啦依家。
所以而家咪冇你咯。我遲啲日本用咯。迷因影響咩？而家0+3啊！
咁你去咗未啊？
未啊，都冇假，有假先算啦。
過3個月可以攞假。
我知啊，遲啲先啦，都未過3個月。
你又話你做咗3個月屌嘅？
未啊，11月先3個月。
咁即係11月就去日本啦，跟住。
唔係啊，都搞埋睇下有冇節目開先，冇節目開咪去咯。我而家有畫面睇咯。
There are many stories in this world.
哇，好似嗰啲親子故事嗰啲溫馨開頭。
Some are hidden in dust and known only by a handful of people. Today I'm going to tell you a story no one else has heard before. A real story of mystery and wonder and adventure. And then you too will become the guardian of this story. The story takes place in a world of long ago. The hero of our story is a little boy. His name is Daniel.
恐怖片最緊要有個細路引領住隻怪獸。
One day, out of nowhere, Daniel got a serious case of chickenpox.
個細路有嘢喎，睇嚟。
It made him look like a strawberry.
好核突咯！
To make sure he
草
didn't
莓
spread
啊，
it
啤
to others,
梨。
Mrs.
多啤梨
Page,
啊。
the principal, had him isolate in an attic. And so, in the attic he lived, all on his own.
獨自居住佢，歧視佢喎。
Mr. Daniel,
佢個畫風每次都唔
in
同。
this attic, you'll have plenty of time to practice your penny whistle. I hope you'll
隔
practice
離觀
well
察佢
and prepare for next month's art
好似
festival.
中咗肺炎咁對隔離啦。
Page, the melody is so difficult.
Don't give up, boy. You don't give up.
困住人哋，叫人哋唔好輕易放棄，都幾黐線。腦性強啊，真係。
叫你撳掣啊！
撳
Daniel was
咯。
reluctant at first, but he trusted Mrs. Page, and he knew he should listen.
咩恐怖地方
And？so he
我都唔知喎。
practiced the penny whistle.
冇啦，心 scare 咯。而家開始玩咯，我點樣吹？哇，節奏 game 喎，啲人無啦會搞啲咁嘅嘢，無啦，戇鳩㗎。
A 啫喎。
A 咪 A 咯，嗱幾勁我。喂，錯咗添。喂，好奇怪喎，佢咁樣。 有啲手腳唔協調咯。F
呢個唔夠玩啦，
係咩啊？
因為又撳唔到啦，
黐線，
撳唔到啦，
黐
撳唔到
線。
啦，撳唔到啦。
喂，啲分會影響
哇
我過
咁都咁錯啊
關㗎。
Suddenly, he
Wait,
heard
wait,
some
điểm㗎?
strange noises in the corner of the
Oh,
應該
attic.
你影響咗下邊，你影響咗下邊有個奇怪聲音啦，而
Who's
家。
there?
好地地我玩緊一個恐怖 game，點解要叫我吹牧童笛啫？邊個諗到啊？
你吹得啊嘛？
你吹得啊？
你吹緊喎，而家係，仲唔係你吹
喂，
緊？
做乜鬼嘢啊？卡關啊？
撈緊喎。
哦，唔係啊，我要行啊！我好突然啊！呢啲嘢完全冇教我可言咯。
有咩恐怖啊？
It was a
dear.
mouse trap,
係
and
個
there
布
was a
書
red
gap 啊！
origami paper
Gap 住你啊
dragon
嘛。
inside of it. Daniel carefully removed it. It was marvelous and beautiful. The only problem was
佢唔係會
part
變
of
咗
its
實物
wing
啊？
was damaged, but Daniel found a way to repair it.
哇！又加減乘除，傻嘅用釘書機啦，傻都知啦嘛？
哦，
點樣啊？
佢話你唔啱咯，真係。
嚇！哦，之後再釘啊？
Daniel held the repaired paper dragon
咁樣
high,
咁樣補到個
high
窿
up in
咩？
the air, imagining that it soared over all the world below.
真係黐咗線，呢個細路。
He played and played with the paper dragon.
仲有嗰塊面嘅士多啤梨，
Woo!
有啊，
Dragon!
酒窩嚟啊嘛，嗰啲
士多啤梨係酒窩。
In the warm
Ah.
afternoon sun,
係個酒粒
Daniel
啊，
had to
佢當
fight
係
his
酒粒咁
eyelids
樣啊。
just to keep them open.
誒，開始啦，應該依家先。
肯定
Is it? Could it be? Or is this all just a
肯
dream?
定係話佢發夢。
我就係瞓着啦，可唔可以
The
快啲
next
嚟？
day,
重
with
點啊！
boredom and loneliness weighing him down,
呢啲係明
he
顯係
began
睡
to
前
fill
故
up
事嚟
the
喎。
old
佢
radio.
煮佢老師食啊！
你又知，你好有研
恐怖
究啊！
故事啊！
地震啊，震到佢啊，震到佢跌咗喺條坑度啊，死咗啊！唔係喎，
A scrunched up ball of paper rolled over to his feet.
Where did this paper ball come from?
Just as Daniel went to
一
pick
啲
it
都唔
up,
恐
the
怖
ball
喎。
suddenly
係
came to
咁噶
life.
啦，慢慢嚟
rolled
噶。
away.
誒，紙團啊，
Daniel chased after it.
係咪紙團有生命啊？
咩啊？行過去執佢啊！
過去執下先。喂，會喐噶佢，搞唔掂啊！捉唔到喎，係咪有啲技巧啊？
點解你揾咗佢嗰邊？佢出咗去咯，我想講。
咁都俾你知道，走翻屋轉頭去，玩唔完我呢個遊戲。呢唔係我停咗咯。
Just as he was about to seize the rolling paper ball, suddenly, terrible sparks
嚟
erupted
了
from
嚟
it.
了啊！
抽獎啊！
啊，
Before
越
his
變越
very
大啊！
eyes, the paper ball began to grow, bigger
放
and
大電
bigger.
筒喎，哆啦 A 夢。
At that moment, a red figure suddenly
紫龍
appeared.
紫龍救咗佢喎。
The red figure quickly subdued the paper
佢
ball
係咪將
and threw
啲
it into a
紙張
cardboard
會變成有
box.
生命啊？佢有個能力係
潘朵拉嘅盒子啊！
有潘
Daniel
多拉盒子。
studied the red figure carefully.
喂，快啲撳啊！
睇緊
It
啦，
had a sticker on its fluttering wing. It was the paper dragon.
I wasn't dreaming.
誒
Thank you
真
for
係醒咗啊！
saving me.
Daniel was grateful and very happy. He walked closer to the paper dragon.
定幻
But
想
the
定係
paper
真
dragon
實嚟
seemed
嘅呢個應該
timid
係。
and afraid and backed away. Just then, Daniel had an idea. He took out his penny whistle and slowly
that.
played a tune.
搞唔掂啊！又吹笛，玩嘢喎真係。
過唔過200分嘅今次？
你要過分啊！屌，好難撳，唔係咁易喎，師傅。太就手啦！
哇，都好，又過咗300分啦。
係咩？我都唔知。
哇！
喂，其實係有咩意思嘅呢啲嘢？我唔係好知有咩意思喎，玩嚟。
俾得你玩嘅一定有意思嘅。
The paper dragon enjoyed the sound very
佢
much.
似係每次都每一
It
關都唔
began to
同
move
玩法。
along with the rhythm, flipping up and down in the air. Soon
你
the
今
two
次係
were
溫馨
playing
故
and
事啊，
dancing,
唔係
just
恐怖
like
故事啊。
old friends.
佢 SCP 戇鳩嘅玩啲咁嘅故事。
不知幾好玩。
The paper dragon traced out a beautiful arc in the air,
好似變翻張紙。
communicating with Daniel in a unique way.
My cherished friend, after many long years, we finally meet again. Tell me, how has your family been? A great thank you for playing that music for me. You know how I love the beautiful rhythm of that instrument. But we ought to take precautions, as the room is not stable. Do you still remember how the room
運
works?
作房間啊
You're welcome to visit anytime.
The piece of paper then changed back into the shape of a paper dragon and flew into the cardboard box. The box closed shut, and a calm silence was restored to the attic.
即係點啊？
Daniel rushed to find a watercolor pen
變
and
翻
marked the
正常。
box with excitement in his fingertips.
但我而家諗緊係佢紙盒嘅嗰個紙盒先會變成有生命啊，定係你任何佢自己嘅能力嚟嘅，係佢個人嘅能力。
Over the
我
next
發
few
覺呢條
days,
片
the paper
可以
dragon came
課
out
兒童
often
觀
to
看
play
嘅
with
唯
Daniel.
一一條。
During this time,
我平時
Daniel
啲片都係
introduced
課兒
many
童
of his
觀看。
friends to the paper dragon.
所以啲片咪掉唔到出去，你違規啊，因為。
That cat's name is
Yo, Mao
Mrs.
Tio.
Carter. Ever since I secretly fed her some fish for dinner,
好似啲
we've
睡
been
前故
good
事咁樣。
friends.
臨瞓前睇呢個故事一定好好瞓。
That's Duke. This is Jessica's
睡
pet.
前教學啊，又係呢條
He
片。
doesn't like
好啊，
rainy
個
days
標題叫
or
睡前
Mrs. Carter.
睡前故事。
Only smoked sausages for his taste.
恐怖 game 竟然咁溫
And
馨，
now
聞所未
咁
聞。
先破格咯，
my name is
Gay
Daniel. What's your name?
估佢唔到啊！
The paper dragon flapped its wings, as if it didn't understand him.
Well, since you like the sound of the penny whistle so much, why don't I just call you
但我想問異
Penny?
常之處喺邊度嘅？
I'll keep practicing to make it sound
就係因為
better.
隻紙張識喐啊！
Daniel
常
and
之處就睇嘅
Penny
人咯，
then
戇鳩鳩
played
嘅睇
baseball
嘅。
together in the
Okay.
attic.
Let's play cat.
係嘛，接龍添喎，有接球啊，咪接龍。誒，又變咗第二隻 game 咯，我頂啊！
要掉中佢喎。
唔係啊，係傳俾佢嘅，咩掉中佢啊？你講咩啊？喂，掉翻過嚟啊！做乜嘢啫？我頂啊！好似撚狗咁樣撚咯，掉俾我喂！佢玩緊我定我玩緊佢啊？
要草力掉喎。
掉遠啲先，執死佢啊！真係，佢真係成隻狗咁樣喎。誒，玩完咯。
But just as they were in the middle of enjoying themselves, a violent shaking suddenly
Dejan,
rose
Dejan.
from the ground.
你唔係喎，我唔想掉咗出去。
A stubborn earthquake is back at it, folks, and it seems
係
even
咪關
stronger
啲地
than
震
last
事咧？
time.
其實嗰張紙張有生命，
At this moment, the box suddenly shot open,
又出嚟咯
and
條怪
thick
獸。
clouds of smoke billowed out, followed by several paper balls.
睇嚟係個紙盒有問題喎。
你個
Penny
要壞
attacked the
嘅。
paper balls without a moment's hesitation. and promptly threw them back into the box.
壞啊！
Penny then flew around in front of Daniel and rushed right back into the box. As the box closed, the earthquake stopped. Facing a friend's farewell without a formal goodbye, Daniel felt confused and lost. He moved the box to the center of the attic. Facing it, he practiced his penny whistle, day in and day out.
係咪只適合小牌灌學？
可能係今集咯。
As the days went by,
嚟嚟
Daniel's
嚟嚟，
playing became smoother.
似係一個反轉位啊！通常
One
一啲
day,
劇都係
the
咁，
box suddenly began to move.
一個反轉位嚟啦，等待已久。成個智商食咗人，
1,
唔係喎，變得仲多子龍。
4. This time there were 4 paper dragons.
咁有屈機，
But they weren't alone. Enemies began to jump out of the box too.
即係點啊？防衞戰嚟嘅嘛。
Earthquake! Another earthquake! This time it's reached a magnitude of 5.8!
In that small attic, the 4 paper dragons fought fiercely against the paper balls. This time, the paper balls used new tactics. They grouped together into a single monstrous ball of paper. It began to shoot strong bursts of electric sparks at the paper dragons as they flew through the air.
哇！
As they were hit, the paper dragons fell from the air, one after
即
the
係好
other.
似咧之前咁樣嗰個反斗奇兵咁樣，玩到好似啲玩
Seeing
具有
the
生命
injured。paper dragons, Daniel felt very distressed and anxious. Just then,
根本係
one
咪
of the
真係
paper
Toy
dragons
Story
painfully
嘅？
started to fly and gathered the
真係。
remainder of its
但係
power.
佢好似冇反斗奇兵咁勁喎，啲玩具。
The paper dragon transformed into a great beam of light
Wow.
and dove straight down to pierce through the
犧牲自己喎。
monstrous paper ball.
自殺式特技，
And then came another paper dragon. The monstrous paper ball was blasted to bits, exploding into
你
smaller
又撳
paper
錯遊
balls.
戲啊！呢個唔係 SCP，
They struggled to escape back into the box.
幾好笑啊！我欣賞佢喎，佢夠僵喎。
The
對面玩緊
sacrificed paper
玩玩恐
dragons
怖
were
game，
reduced
搞
to
啲咁嘅嘢
swirling
喎。
shreds of paper, and a silence pervaded. Peace and tranquility
係咪
were
完咗啦？呢個
restored
SCP
once
檔案
again to the attic.
應該完。
Daniel saw the remaining
正喎。
2 paper dragons lying on the
完全估
floor,
佢唔到啊！真係。
badly wounded. He rushed to grab some stickers and treated them at once.
幾好啊！得閒睇下唔使撳掣，誒要撳掣咯
屌
又，
你嘅，
仲喺度食糖添，啱啱仲喺度救翻佢先。佢逐隻救。救晒啦！
Suddenly, countless paper dragons began to gush from the box. The 2 wounded paper dragons were repaired and began to fly. Like 2 colored threads, they merged with the other
有冇成為
dragons,
子龍大亨啊？
flying
佢
in
咪成為？
unison. The
如果
dragons
香港出
moved
現好
like
快
a
攞出
tide,
嚟賣喎，
flying
以香港人嘅
freely
性格
through the attic.
攞啲子龍出去賣。
Daniel eagerly took out his penny whistle. He showed all his paper dragon friends the results of his hard work and practice.
又吹，唔使吹啊！真係俾佢吹脹。喂，好難撳喎！
爆咪嘅
我爆咪
嗰啲聲，
會喎，唔中喎，全部都唔緊要啊！ 因為我吹嘅笛咧會影響有幾多隻子龍。節奏 game 真係好差玩。
個背景音樂好勁，
係啊，
所以你轉頭教翻，你教翻細
唔係應該004依集啫喎，平時嗰啲正常喎。完啦，呢首唔知咩歌嚟，呢首唔知。完啦，
In
故
the
事應該
sweet melody of his playing, Daniel felt himself enter into the world of dragons.
點解一定係龍咧？唔可以變其他生物嘅咩？落雨喎，最大嘅敵人係落雨。哇！咁大隻子龍嘅，
真嘅要呢條龍膠，
你就知唔係自造。好多，
有幾恐怖啊！細思極恐嘅嘢。
原來佢有精神病
The
嘅
paper dragons merged into a long letter and floated down towards Daniel to tell their story.
哇！你都幾多風，你都好多風。
After the last war, the fantasy world enjoyed a long spell of peace and stability.
完全係嗰種小朋友故事嘅套路。
Have returned. They have
以為理解唔到呢啲嘢。
ferocious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to launch the
叫佢
final
準備最後
defense.
嘅防衞戰，
Then we will have to destroy your room.
摧毀你們的
Last
房間。
remaining entryway into your world.
冇得住我。
佢話我們喎，條龍摧毀佢喎。
Will only be
離別只係
temporary.
暫時。
We will not be apart forever, and we will never forget our
點解淨係保護佢一個咧？唔係保護人類咧？
protecting you.
At that moment, the paper dragons flew back into the box.
Tesla 100蚊喎，真係正。
真係啊！
Daniel
我突然間
still couldn't
平時都
fully
仆街喎。
understand what the paper
可以趁
dragons
低
had
吸納啦
meant,
咁就。
but he had a vague feeling in his heart that he may never see his new friends again. A few days later, Daniel's
見
chicken
唔到啲
pox
小
had
朋
fully
友。
recovered.
誒，佢復
He
原
could
翻啦
now
喺水
play the
痘。
penny whistle very,
睇嚟佢
very
唔喺度
well.
住喺嗰間房度，
But the paper dragons never returned.
又孤獨一個啦，又要擺翻支笛啦，擺翻啲植物。佢都帶幾多嘢上堂？
Maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning! Magnitude 6.2!
唔係喎，
A massive earthquake is
地震。
hitting our town! All townspeople, please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces!
Just then, countless paper dragons
Yo,
shot
Leia.
from the cardboard box. However, it seemed like they were under attack,
即係幾
spinning
好
and
笑啊！呢
falling
隻 game
through
真
the
係
air
都幾
in
夠僵，唔係
confusion.
恐怖 game。一
What's
嚟就轉咗畫風。
Daniel quickly grabbed the stickers out from his bag and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
救啊！我做啲咩啊？哦，救依啲都好多隻下啊，大佬，有排救喎。佢嗰啲治療兵嚟嘅，醫護兵喎係。十救佢哋快喎。 搞掂啦！哇，勁撚！佢呢個咪叫人環保啊？係咪諗住叫人哋？
But the paper
如果你
balls
唔環
swarmed
保咧，
together
啲紙團
and
就會
pushed
嚟揾你
Daniel
啦。
away, subduing him firmly in the corner.
幾好啊！我覺得幾有教育意義啊！呢個故事。
Suddenly, ominous clouds rose from the box, and a violet lightning flashed through the room. The figure of a giant slowly emerged from the thick clouds, and the entire attic became overwhelmed with its evil aura.
The earthquake is growing stronger, now with a magnitude of 7.1. Heaven Almighty, are we doomed?
呢一間房發生嘅嘢會影響到現實。
The giant unleashed its power maniacally. The paper dragon struggled against it, with no means of fighting back.
咁細隻紙龍。
At this critical moment, two paper dragons shined brilliantly.
哇！數碼暴龍咁啊，夠唔中化
They heroically crashed their bodies into the giant. Daniel thought the giant had been defeated by the paper dragons, but soon he found that things would probably not be so simple. The giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks of the paper dragons had had no effect, and the giant had only grown stronger. It fought back with a new ferocity. The paper dragons were simply no
呢
match
啲
for
game 一
it.
定係細路仔贏。
呢個故
The
事 back
earthquake is
end
growing stronger still. The greatest disaster this town has seen
其實
in
世界都玩完
100
啦。
years. My heavens! Will this nightmare ever end?
With the paper dragons now all but defeated, Daniel spotted a frail figure in the distance.
一
It
開
was
頭第一
Penny.
隻，
It
係
flew
啊，
gently in front of Daniel
跟住究極種化，
and affectionately rubbed its head against his fingers, as
Yeah.
if this whole crisis
唔係
had
種
never
化，
happened.
從未發生。
Daniel felt like Penny was trying to tell him something, but he didn't quite understand what.
嘴咗一啖，
Penny then left Daniel and soared into the air with a determination in its wings. Suddenly, the other paper dragons seemed to be summoned.
集體照
They flew through the air, all together in unison, responding to the call without an ounce of hesitation.
集體自殺，點睇呢個現象？
At that moment,
Oh, piece of
Penny
gold.
turned into a great red beam and rushed fast towards the giant. The other dragons followed, shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a real
個細路
dragon
應該入
fly.
咗青山，點搞？
No!
根本就係青山睇片講故仔。
我都懷疑係，去到最尾同接翻去青山。
A huge explosion from the impact drowned out everything else in the attic.
死咗個細路，
The attic rained down with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps of the paper dragons. Daniel wanted to collect all of the pieces.
唔係諗住黐
He
翻咁
thought he
癲啊！
could still fix them.
幾靚喎，但係佢
有邊個靚？
啲紙碎啊話，得意咯。我覺得佢幾過癮嘅，無啦啦攝啲呢啲一集，我未執晒咩？我執咗啦。要砌嘢啊！喂，咁砌咩？哇！真係考起我。要點樣啊佢？ 鬼用咩？
Goodbye, my friend.
佢把聲真係有啲棘。
The nightmare is over. The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
有啲棘喎，個故事就係。
A few days later, the art festival was held
好
as
平
scheduled.
淡啊！
Daniel attended the show with his penny whistle.
And now, Daniel Trevor will perform a
伴我飛
penny
行。
whistle solo of a song titled
哇，好感人
Fly
喎！
with Me.
但係點解好似有啲恐怖咁樣？有，唉，真係唔使搞啲咁嘅首尾呼應啊，拉緊張咁樣。治愈心靈嗰個玩啲 game。哇！好有回憶喎。真係完全係反斗奇兵咁嘅款咯。細個有冇啲玩具陪伴你？幻想又出現翻，形成彩虹啊！
And that's how the story ends. Now, you might be wondering, what happened next? Are there still paper
唔知
dragons
關
in the
SCP
world?
咩事？
Well, that's a difficult question to answer. But I believe that they are still
哦，
protecting
佢係其
us
中一個
somewhere in this
紙盒就係
world,
個 SCP 其
just
中一
like
個
they
以上，
promised they would, forever
真係估佢唔到。
into eternity.
OK 嘅，係有啲溫馨咁嘅故事。睇嚟係通訊上有啲問題啊，唔緊要啊，我呢個位完咗佢啦。如果中意呢條片嘅話呢，就記得 like 啊、share 啊、subscribe 我哋嘅 channel 啦。下次呢，我哋繼續會同大家玩呢個 SCP 呢個故事啊，繼續玩呢個，就係咁啦。下次再同大家玩啦，拜拜。